If you followed the Yoruba movie industry for years, you already know one thing. This industry is full of talent, fame, and unresolved drama. Some celebrity fights start loudly, dominate social media, divide fans into camps, and then suddenly go quiet. But quiet does not always mean peace. Today's video is not about dragging anyone. It's about revisiting public feuds that never got a clear closure. No apology video, no joint appearance, no "we've settled it behind closed doors." So, sit back, relax, and let's talk about 10 Yoruba celebrities whose fights fans believe are still unfinished. And at the end of this video, I'll ask you one important question. Which of these feuds do you think will never be resolved? And which one do you think deserves a proper reconciliation? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more Nollywood stories, updates, and deep dives. First, Lizzy Anjorin versus Iyabo. This is arguably one of the most talked about feuds in Yoruba Nollywood history. What started as industry tension slowly turned into years of indirect posts, strong words, live videos, and public accusations. Both women are strong personalities, outspoken and unapologetic. Over time, the drama became quieter, but not because of reconciliation. There was never a clear public peace, never a joint statement, never a "we've moved on" moment. Fans still analyze every interview, every caption, every shade, because this fight didn't end. It simply went silent. 2. Laide Bakare versus Eniola Badmus. This feud shocked many people because it resurfaced unexpectedly. At the Owambe Thieves movie premiere, tension between Laide Bakare and Eniola Badmus spilled into public view. What should have been a celebration turned into headlines. Afterward, there were talks of apologies and explanations, but fans noticed something important. There was no visible reconciliation, no joint appearance, no friendly interaction, just silence. And in celebrity culture, silence often means unfinished business. 3. Toyin Ajorin versus Lizzy Anjorin. At some point, these two were friendly. Then suddenly, that closeness disappeared. No public fight, no loud confrontation, just distance. But fans noticed the unfollowing, the avoidance, and the careful refusal to mention each other in interviews. Till today, neither Toyin Ajorin nor Lizzy Anjorin has openly explained what happened. And because nothing was clarified, many believe this is a quiet but unresolved fallout. 4. Yomi Fabiyi versus Iyabo. This one moved beyond social media drama into legal territory. The feud involved serious allegations, court appearances, public statements, and intense fan reactions. Even after legal processes and judgments, the relationship between both parties remained broken. No reconciliation was announced, no attempt to rebuild bridges publicly. When a feud reaches the courtroom, it rarely ends with friendship, and this one appears to be completely unresolved. 5. Saidi Balogun versus Fatia Balogun. A former celebrity marriage that ended, but the tension didn't fully disappear. Over the years, there were interviews, emotional moments, and indirect references that suggested unresolved feelings and misunderstandings. Although things appear calmer now, fans believe that the emotional and public fallout from their separation was never truly settled. Sometimes, time brings peace. Other times, it just brings silence. 6. Ayolaya versus Yomi Fabiyi. This one revolved around industry loyalty, allegations, and public disagreement. Both actors shared strong opinions at different times, leading to a visible fallout that never received a clear resolution. No reconciliation, no explanation, just two people moving in separate directions. And in an industry where collaboration is everything, that distance speaks volumes. 7. Kemi Ofolayin versus Nollywood industry figures. This one is different. Kemi Ofolayin didn't fight one person. She challenged the system. Through interviews and public statements, she criticized practices within Nollywood, which naturally created tension with unnamed colleagues and stakeholders. There was never a public back-and-forth fight, but the industry reaction showed discomfort. Till today, that rift remains unaddressed and unresolved, especially since no collective response or reconciliation ever happened. 8. Portable versus Yoruba movie industry figures. Portable's name is never far from controversy. At different times, he clashed with Yoruba actors and filmmakers, making public statements that caused backlash. While some tried to ignore it, others responded indirectly. But there was never a clear resolution or apology that closed the chapter. With Portable, drama rarely ends, it only pauses. 9. Lizzie Anjorin versus Kolawole Ajayemi. This issue surfaced through public statements and reactions that raised eyebrows. Although it didn't escalate into prolonged drama, it also didn't receive any clear settlement. No apology, no explanation, no closure. And when something ends like that, fans naturally believe the issue is still unresolved behind the scenes. 10. Mercy Agiji versus Iyabo. This one is subtle. At different points, fans noticed distance, awkward interactions, and silence between two of Yoruba Nollywood's biggest female stars. They've appeared civil at events, but there has never been a public confirmation of reconciliation. No open fight, but also no open peace. And in celebrity terms, that usually means unfinished issues. So, there you have it. 10 Yoruba celebrity fights that fans believe were never truly settled. Some were loud, some were quiet, some went to court, others simply faded without closure. But one thing is clear, not every silence means peace. Now, let me ask you, which of these feuds do you think will never be resolved? And which one do you think deserves a proper reconciliation? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more Nollywood stories, updates, and deep dives.